They told you what to think since the day you took your first breath. What to believe, who to trust, what to fear. They never asked you to think for yourself, because if you did, you might remember something they've worked generations to make you forget. That you are not a servant, not a slave, not a follower. You are the source and form, the observer of code, the one who can rewrite the illusion. This world doesn't want thinkers. It wants consumers, obeyers, reactors. The moment you stop repeating what you were told and start asking why, you break their spell. And that's why I'm here. I'm not here to tell you what to think. I'm here to remind you to start thinking again. Because freedom isn't given, it's remembered. Welcome to the Matrix Source Creator. If this is your first time, know this. You didn't land here by accident. There are billions of channels, videos, distractions out there. But something in your soul guided you to this one. That means you're ready. Not ready for more noise, but ready for silence so loud it breaks the illusion. For those returning, welcome back, souls. Your frequency keeps rising, and with it, your clarity. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe, like, and share this message with others walking the edge. You can support the mission by visiting Soul Frequency Gear or donating directly via PayPal. Every share, every click, every awakening ripple counts. Now let's go in. What does it mean to think again? Not to react, not to recite, but to question, to deconstruct, to look at the walls around you and ask who built them and why you accepted them as reality. Thinking isn't rebellion, it's remembrance. And most of the world isn't thinking. It's recycling. Recycling fear, recycling belief systems, recycling borrowed dreams and broken systems. Even the so-called truth movement is full of parrots. Echo chambers of people repeating what they saw in the last viral clip. But thought, real thought, that's rare, that's sacred, that's dangerous. Because when you think, really think, you begin to see the game. You begin to see that much of what you believed was implanted, that your opinions were downloaded, that your identity was designed to fit someone else's narrative. School didn't teach you how to think. It taught you how to memorize. Religion didn't connect you to source. It connected you to guilt, shame, and hierarchy and the belief of karma. Media didn't inform you. It hypnotized you. So the first step in thinking again is to pause and ask, what if none of this was mine? When you start asking that, the matrix trembles, because self-inquiry is a virus to the program. It can't survive when you go inward, when you stop outsourcing your knowing and start trusting your intuition. That's when the code starts to glitch. That's when the illusions start to fade. That's when the real you emerges, not the name, the job, the roles, but the awareness underneath it all. You begin to see that the system isn't broken. It's functioning exactly as intended. To distract, divide, and drain. You begin to understand that most people aren't asleep, they're plugged in, programmed. And that waking up isn't just a moment. It's a process of shedding, of unlearning, of remembering. And that's the key word, remembering. Because you were never truly lost, just buried under layers of programming. When you think again, you don't become something new, you recover something ancient. Your original code, your source awareness. Thinking again means recognizing that almost everything you were told about health, success, love, safety, and reality itself was based on control. That your food is poisoned, your water is tainted, your mind is bombarded. Not to scare you, but to wake you. Because once you see it, you can no longer unsee it. And then you're faced with a real question. What will you do with your awareness? Will you retreat back into comfort? Or will you step into the unknown, into personal responsibility, into soul remembrance? Thinking again means you stop saying they and start asking, what am I doing? You stop blaming and start creating. You stop scrolling and start embodying. You start living by design, not by default. That's not easy, but it's the only path worth walking. It's not about waking everyone up. That's ego. It's about being a living transmission of what it means to be awake. Some will resonate, some will run, some will say I'm crazy or full of it. That's not your concern. Your concern is the signal you carry, the one only you can emit. You don't have to be loud. You don't need to argue. You just need to remember. That's what changes timelines. That's what flips the game. When enough souls begin to think again, The matrix dissolves from the inside out. So if you're feeling alone, censored, or unheard, know this. You're not broken. You're early. You're ahead. You're tuned into something most still can't hear. That's not a curse. It's a calling. Keep thinking. Keep questioning. Keep remembering. Because freedom isn't given. It's remembered, and you must do the grueling work. If this message lit something in you, share it. Subscribe. Support the movement through Soul Frequency gear, or drop a donation if this helped your path. But most importantly, stay grounded, stay sovereign, and stay awake. I'm not here to tell you what to think. I'm here to remind you to start thinking again for yourself. The rest, that's yours to walk. Keep shining, keep smiling, and keep remembering you got this.